I have been absolutely living in these flannels from Musk Ox. So these are 100% cotton flannel, double brushed for softness on the inside and out, 8.9 ounce, kind of like a heavyweight flannel that doesn't feel too, I don't know. It's the perfect amount of flannel for me when I get out of the cold plunge here in Texas, or when I'm in Colorado and it's not quite cold, let's put on the puffy jacket. Like, these I have lived in. I just love the softness, for sure, but it's just thick enough. I'm out in Colorado, there's a little bit of rain coming down, not too bad, right? I don't mind it getting wet, dries off relatively easily, as long as it doesn't rain too hard. But it's just so cozy. They also have some deep values as a company, partnering with the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center and bringing a manufacturing process to life that does better for the environment, bringing us good fabrics. Now, there is the Grand Flannel. That's what this is. This is the one I've had for a long time. These are all Grand flannels. They also have a relaxed version of that, a little bit more, a little less slimline. Like, I don't notice this to be too slimline. You know, I think they say that it does kind of taper in a little bit, but I don't, and this one, regular Grand Flannel, fits me perfect. Then there is the Yukon. Let me tell you why I like this so much. First of all, I have been wearing these doubled up like this for the last little while, knowing that I'm gonna do this video, and this has become my favorite way to roll. Here in Texas, it just started getting cold, like just now, and doubling up on this, like with these two, has been awesome. One of the things you'll notice, really solid construction on your button holes here. Everything feels like solid. I love two little titty pockets. I love to take my phone and go right like that. I can be listening to my podcast. I can oftentimes, like last night, I was cleaning up after a party, and I just had my flashlight on my phone out like that. But the Yukon has pockets, okay? It's a little bit of a thinner material than the Grand Flannel is softer, plusher, cushier. The Yukon has the pockets. It's a little more like a shirt jacket in that the material feels a little denser, slightly less soft, but it's still really, really soft. Check out my link below to see if there's any discount associated with these guys. I just gotta say, having a nice, soft, like, flannel that you feel good about. I really like this green one. I've been wearing this a bunch. Having a soft, cushy flannel that you just love, it goes a long way. So shout out to Musk Ox for sending all this out and partnering with me on this video and for their conservation stuff with the Alaska Wildlife Conservation efforts. This is a big deal. It's a big deal, guys. We're running out of wilderness on the planet, and we have a wildness in us that can only be touched, I think. I think it can only be touched by death and wilderness. True wilderness is a kind of a medicine that can, I don't know, kind of naturalizes or neutralizes or reminds us or cleanses us. And when I go to, like, I went up to Colorado with this, going up to Tahoe soon, when I'm, like, in the mountains, now that Texas is cold, don't sleep on a great one of these. Anytime it's like just not puffy, like, you know, if I'm taking one thing, I'm taking the puffy. If I'm taking one thing, I'm taking the puffy. But if I can fit something else, I'm taking one of these or two. These two together, I just honestly might leave like this through this whole season right now of the winter here. You can just throw them into the wash, right? There's some wash instructions, but there's nothing super particular about them. They break in well over time. They just kind of get that like shape and that fit to your body. Again, I love this Yukon for its pockets. I love pockets when I'm sitting by a fire or something like that. And don't sleep on getting one of each, because this Grand Flannel is softer. You will feel that brushed 100% cotton on the inside as well as the out. So the Yukon definitely is slightly different. Still super soft like felt. But I imagine that it's a little bit more burly, like it's a little bit more resilient maybe, but I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is it's got they both have the two titty pockets. The Yukon has the pockets for the hands, and I dig that. So shout out to Musk Ox for sending over these things and partnering with me. Shout out to them for having some values around conservation and their partnerships there. And shout out to you. What are you up to? What's going on? How's your life? What do you got to stay? What do you got to keep warm for? You know, maybe like I like wearing these because it's just like it's dad vibes. It's like, come on, we're going trick or treating, and I'm walking with the kids. And I'm just flannel dad. Where I'm like, come on, kids, we're going to make a fire. Flannel dad. You know? I like that. But it feels natural. It doesn't feel like a full costume or something. Flannels are awesome. Anytime you're going to the mountains, anytime the weather gets a little colder, I just dig them. All right, that's it for now. Got lots of videos coming up in the new studio. Subscribe if you're interested in good products for everyday life that actually keep their promises to us, that aren't just marketing ploys. And holler in the comments with any questions. Talk to you later. Bye.